welcome back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. All right, so many Dunkin' new Dunkin' items. Had to break it down into 2 reviews. The other review is the churro items, and let me just spoiler alert, they're just not impressive. So hopefully the spring menu is better. The other items that aren't churro, hopefully these are better. Again, we'll have to see. But we have 4 drinks, 2 food items. The most promising thing that I see here is the empanada. It's a sausage, egg, and cheese empanada, I believe. They call it a breakfast empanada as well. But let me go ahead and try and get this green tea, matcha green tea, out of my hand so we can see everything, or try and see everything in the thumbnail. My hat is causing problems. When does it not? But yeah. There you go. And then we'll get a better look at everything. That's just for thumbnail purposes. But you got 2 new energy drinks, another new coffee, which is not really that special, but we're gonna try it anyways. And a new green tea, also not too special, something you could always get. The big things, drink-wise, of course, are the energy drinks. But I want to start with the food. The food's more interesting, right? This breakfast empanada, which is not super crispy, but looks very soft. It feels soft, looks buttery, and I want to pull it apart, but I know the bulk of the food is on this side, so we will pull it apart to show the inside. Ooh, that's not a good looking inside, but it's basically sausage, egg, and cheese. So there's an inside look, and of course we're going to eat some of this and tell you how it is. I hope you do subscribe, like, and comment on this video. And yeah, let's chow down on the breakfast empanada. It's very flaky and buttery, almost like a biscuit on the outside there. I'm not a big fan of the filling. It's a bit cheesy, and the ingredients are a little cheap. But I think just overall, I love that outside. I love that crust. And I really think it just presents this in a better light. Definitely a different tone from what we had at Taco Bell. Taco Bell was crispy, was fried. This is definitely lighter, buttery. It's kind of baked. Very good. Very good on the outside, and I'm willing to give it like a 7, because that crust carries it, but the filling, nothing to write home about. All right, so now I'm starting to feel full. I had the leftover of my tres leches cake from Crumble this morning, and then I've been eating some stuff here too. But here is chocolate chip banana bread. And of course, it's processed, not made in store. I mean, I don't think anything is really made in store at Dunkin', but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and try a piece of it. Okay, it kind of tastes artificial. I don't approve of that. I like the texture. Soft, dense, not super rich, but it's straightforward that it is a loaf of banana bread with some nice chocolate chips. I think 7's good for this too. Again, it's a nice dessert, goes well with your coffee. But there are some weaknesses. It's not as good as fresh banana bread, and you know, I can taste some slight artificialness to it. All right, so we're gonna move to the energy drinks. So you got 2 new energy drinks that kind of use the same concept as the refreshers. You've got Berry Burst, which is strawberry and raspberry, and then Peach Sunrise, which is peach and lychee. So I think we've had this concept with the refreshers. We've had these flavors, and I've never been a big fan, but we'll give these fizzy energy drinks a chance, right? Yeah, that's way too artificial, way too much like seltzer. And the craziest thing is the Dunkin's menu introduced a new refresher, and I really enjoyed it. I was shocked by it. This is just, it's just not it. Yeah. So, if you like super artificial seltzers, good for you. For me, I'm just trying to determine what this is going to be from 1 to 5 out of 10, by the way. If you've never watched me, I do 10s. But between 1 and 5. That's bad enough for me to say it's a 1. I don't hand a lot of 1s out, but just... if you like seltzers, they need to market this as seltzers, right? They need to tell you up front what it's going to be like. So make sure to ask an employee. And if they don't tell you seltzers, don't trust them. Don't trust them. Take it as a stab in the back. All right, peach. I didn't know how you could get any worse. These are getting dumbed down. I didn't know how you could get any worse from what we just had. I might have to bump the other one up to a 2. That is just your typical artificial peach flavor. And then it tastes like a mix with water seltzer water. Oh. Am I starting to feel jittery and energized? Maybe. Is this advised? No. All right, so we're gonna move on to the cold brew, the cold foams. And every time I order a small cold foam from this place, I don't know if they are instructed to do such a thin layer of cold foam that once it sits there for like a couple minutes, then it's gone. But I know they're putting it on there. I'm looking at the ice. I see where there was the foam on the ice, and I look down and I see at the bottom where the foam has drifted to the bottom. So I know there was foam. Like, I know this was once a cold brew with foam on it. So vanilla cold brew with cold foam now that is mixed in and has seemed to drift to the bottom here. Yeah. Ooh. Now that whipped cream, that tastes good. And not to get distracted, but the churro latte really let me down. But I just tasted that cream. If that whipped cream, if that had been the flavor of the drink at all, I think we could have given it a really good rating. But man, what is up, Dunkin? What is up today? All right, let's go ahead and try the cold brew. Now I really like that. You got the rich notes of cold brew with vanilla. It's not like anything crazy, but it's a really good rich mix. Yeah, that in my book, I give that a 7.5. Like, it is very good, but it's not gonna be like this eloquent, mind-blowing drink, but it's still very good. Probably the best. I mean, right now we're looking at that being the best drink we've had today, which is just crazy because you would have thought churro was going to be the big boss, but churro was not the big boss. It was this ordinary vanilla cold brew that they're advertising as new. All right, so matcha. Let's see if the matcha, vanilla matcha with cold foam, can beat everybody else. Is this the best for last? Oh, we're gonna find out. Debatably so. Very debatably so. Because green tea is a very defined flavor that I've had to get used to over the years. But when you pair it with certain flavors, if you do like honey or vanilla or other things, it is very solid. It is very good. I don't think I like this as much as the cold brew, but it's certainly better than the energy drinks. And it does rival the two cinnamon drinks, the churro and then the cinnamon vanilla that I tried in the churro review. Something about that really does feel right. But it doesn't, again, it doesn't blow my mind, and it doesn't make me really want it again, but it makes me like say, okay, it's good and I enjoyed it, right? Got notes of that cold foam, got notes of the vanilla, and got that green tea. It is good. The matcha is good. I'm gonna give it a 7 though. I think I like the cold brew just better. Like, you know, if I have to choose between coffee and matcha, coffee wins every day. So yeah, that is your new Dunkin' spring menu. We had some highs, we had some lows. Well, not really anything that blew my mind, I guess, but you know, that happens sometimes. Sometimes these places are like 10 after 10 out of 10, bam, 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 bam. And sometimes they're just okay. And I've had experiences where they're the worst of the worst, but I can't say this was the worst of the worst. The energy drinks, yeah. But everything else, it's just middle ground. So hopefully this review gave you some information that helps you make some decisions. And other than that, I'll be back. I'll see y'all around. Have a good day. Yeah!